Hello and welcome back to another video. My name is Michael, I'm from Hunt for Habit, and this is my 4th ever YouTube video. So if you've seen all of them so far, thank you very much. And if you're here for the first time, welcome. So today was a very spontaneous video. I had the idea and the process of thinking about this video on the way back from the gym this morning. And it stemmed from yesterday. I had a brief interaction with somebody I used to go to school with. And this brief conversation, this brief interaction made me realize that I really need to talk about something. This is something I need to make abundantly clear. This video is for that person. It's also for anybody else who feels a similar way. And this video is for me. This video is for the version of me when I thought all of my chances at improving my life were a lost cause. When me and this person had this interaction yesterday on social media, they said something to me that hit me hard. They said, "I really wish I could have a positive mentality and actually make a change. And I need to talk about it, because I used to speak in exactly the same way. I wish I could get healthy. I wish I could find the motivation. I hope one day I can be like that." This is the mindset that shaped my life for years. These are the words I use. I wish, I hope, one day. This all comes from a fixed mindset. A fixed mindset is a concept that I learned from and read in the book Mindset by Carol Dweck. If you haven't read it, please do. If you're looking to improve your life, improve your mindset, improve your perspective, please go pick it up and read it. A fixed mindset tells you that your habits, the way you are, what you do, what you're going to do, is all set in stone. You were born as the type of person that is always going to be lazy. You were born as the person who is not destined for greatness or success. It tells you that success was made for other people. Achievements were made for other people. People more dedicated than you, more disciplined than you. But that is a lie. And if you're stuck in this lie, it's not your fault. I was stuck in it too. I cannot say that enough. I was in seriously bad shape, physically and mentally. And to show you, I'm going to put a photo up here. This is what I was like. This is a photo I used to hate, but I don't hate it anymore. Because now I have an immense empathy for this person. I have an understanding of why he acted the way he did, why he behaved the way he did, and ultimately, this is why I have a deep understanding of the way you feel right now. I was there. You need to know that wholeheartedly. I was there. I thought the exact same thing. I thought it was impossible, unachievable for me. I thought it was for other people. I accepted that I now lived as this person that was never going to be successful, that always had to accept a mediocre existence and always accepted hating myself. This is not the way I wanted to be. Categorically, and I know it's not the way you want to feel either. I spent years in a loop of self-doubt, binging, trying, failing, trying again, failing again, not understanding what was going on. Why wasn't it working? This just wasn't meant for me. That was what was going through my head. I'm not made for this. I'm not built for this. If only I could lose the weight, then I'll be happy. Once I get rid of this, I'll be happy. Once I'm in shape, then I can start living my life. That's what I was thinking on a daily basis. I'll be honest with you right now. I've not said this anywhere else. This is the first time I will admit this to anyone other than members of my family. At one point, I got so down, I was genuinely considering liposuction. It was one of the most awful mindsets I've been in. I remember crying desperately because I wanted nothing more than to get rid of what I thought was disgusting on my body. I have been to some really dark places mentally. And the reason that I'm making this video is to prove to you out there, if anyone looks at me and thinks, damn, he's got it all figured out. Damn, he knows what he's doing. Damn, I wish I could be like him. You absolutely can. I've been in places that I have thought I'd never get out of. I've been in mindsets where I feel so lost, so empty, that me feeling the way I do now and looking back, I know now. I know for a fact. I saw Tom Hanks say this on a podcast somewhere. It did the rounds of going viral at one point. And he says, "This too shall pass." And it couldn't be more true. You have the ability to change every aspect of your life. Every aspect of it. If you want to. But you have to be the one to do it. You have to be the one to make that change, to make the decisions towards that change. I just want to go back to something I said before, and it's a phrase that I would tell myself every single day, over and over again. Once I lose the weight, then I will be happy. Then I can start living my life. I would tell myself this every single day. I would reinforce that narrative. Do you know what that did? It completely removed me from the present moment. It stopped me being able to appreciate what was around me, what I was doing, the achievements I was making. I was always looking to the future. And unfortunately, this future could not exist. If I was continuing to make decisions based on a fixed mindset, based on feeling like somebody who couldn't succeed, how could I ever expect to succeed? The future that I was longing for could not exist in the current state of mind that I was in. There's no way. The future that I so desperately wanted could only exist or start being created if I started forging it myself. If I made the decisions to start building a better life. I had to stop waiting. I had to stop wishing. I had to stop hoping. I had to start taking action, holding myself accountable, and hunting. The reason I use hunt, the reason the whole business is around this hunting concept, hunt for habit, is because hunting implies you're doing something with purpose. It's proactive. You're not reacting to something. You're looking at a situation objectively, seeing what needs to be done, and doing it. Pursuing it every day because you need it to survive. An animal doesn't just search for food, get the food, eat the food, and they're done. They get up the next day and do it again. And the next day. And the next day. Because they need it to survive. Let's look at lions, for example. Lions have a hunting success rate of between 15 and 25%, which, given the fact that they are considered an apex predator, are not great odds. But do they just give up? Do they lie down and just accept and hope that someone's going to bring them food for them to survive? No. Despite the low odds, they get up, they do it again. And again, they try again and again until they catch something and they're able to survive. You don't need to get it right 100% of the time. I don't get it right 100% of the time. And I can guarantee you that everybody out there, even the people that seem the most switched on and successful, also don't get it right 100% of the time. I'm still building. I'm still growing. I'm still hunting. But the shift happened when I stopped wishing and I started doing. I stopped saying, I hope, and I started saying, I will. I started making the decisions I needed. My life began to change when I stopped asking for motivation, when I stopped wishing for magic, and I started creating the conditions in my life for the route to success to be a lot less bumpy. I changed my mindset from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset. I can do that. I have the ability to change to be like that. I was born this way. I grew up this way. This has happened to me, but I can change to be that. So if you're watching this and you feel stuck, listen carefully. The moment that you feel at your weakest, and it could be the way you're feeling right now, this is the moment you have the opportunity to make the most powerful decision. If you flip the perspective, you have the ability to feel at your strongest, not at your weakest. Because if you can start the change now, start making the decisions towards the change now when everything feels impossible, when everything feels heavy, imagine what you are capable of when you feel good. Imagine what you are capable of when you feel at your best. That's the mindset shift. That's where all of your power lives. Your power lives in the decisions you need to make at the times where everything in your being feels like you can't. That one decision to start. That's it. Not to be 100% in, all or nothing, just 1% better. Today and every day. Not 100%, just better. Once again, I'm going to quote the absolute habit guru, James Clear. 1% every day compounds. You get 1% better every day. Over a year, that compounds to 37% better than you were a year before. Stack that up over 5 years, 10 years. That's where I'm now. I'm 10 years after I started my journey. And the reason that I seem like I know a bit more, I'd say, now, or I seem like I've got it all figured out, is because that's 10 years of at least 1% compounding. 10 years. I started my fitness journey in 2015. It's 2025. I'm 10 years in. So if I did stick to that 1%, at least just 1%, just 1% every day, from this guy to now, it compounded. I am living proof that if you start right now, stop waiting, stop making excuses, take accountability, take extreme ownership of your past decisions, accept them, forgive them, love yourself, but start creating this new life for yourself, it will compound. So now I'm going to speak directly to the person who messaged me yesterday. I want to thank you. You inspired this video, and I truly hope that you can flip the switch, make the tough decisions, and start right now. I hope this video has inspired you in some way, and I hope this video can inspire everybody else who is feeling at a similar place. Because you can. You absolutely can. If I can go from this guy, who lived his life masking his insecurities through being the Joker and doing stupid shit at a detriment to himself, just to feel the smallest sense of validation and acceptance from the people around him. And I got it. I was a popular kid at school. I got the validation. I got the acceptance. I had the friends. But how was I feeling? Was I content? Was I happy? Absolutely not. I spent years looking for this validation externally. I spent years trying to find somebody to fill that hole. I was looking everywhere apart from in here. The very moment I started looking in here was the moment everything started to change. I can't tell you how difficult it is to look yourself in the mirror, physically and metaphorically, self-reflect, and genuinely ask those questions to yourself. Because it opens some tough places. And this is why it's difficult. You have to be prepared. You have to be ready. But you need to know that there are people out there to help you. That's what I'm here to do. If I can be a small light at the end of the tunnel with creating videos like this, showing you contextually where I started and where I am now, I hope I can inspire you. There are also thousands of other people out there, not only going through the same thing that you are right now, there are thousands of other people who can help you. Reach out if you're finding things difficult. Know that you have the strength within you. I owe my life to the concept I mentioned earlier. When you feel at your weakest, you have the opportunity to flip the perspective and be your strongest. You have the chance there to make the decision to start bettering your life. That puts you in the most powerful position. And the moment you genuinely feel that change and experience what it's like to feel powerful when you feel at your weakest, that's when you can start moving forward. Take extreme ownership, take accountability, and start moving forward. Make those decisions. And just start now. Your future self will thank you. You'll look back at this moment right now and be so damn thankful for yourself. And then you'll recognize just how strong you really were. Because I look at this guy now and I think, good on you, mate. This is the guy that chose to change my life. Not this guy. This person right here. The person that before I started making changes, I had no faith in. Make the change. Love yourself. Know that you deserve to make those changes and to better your life. That's it. I know it got a bit intense there, but this is something I'm so passionate about. And once again, if I can be just that little bit of inspiration for you to flip your perspective and make that change, then I've done my job. I hope to see you in the next video. If you have any questions, if you're struggling, please comment. Please like the video. Please share it to anyone you feel it'd be helpful for. And please subscribe if you want to see more of my content. I really do appreciate you watching these videos. I send you all the love and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.